Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Peacey Systems, your dedicated call center partner. We specialize in live customer support as a service, a 24/7 support center, empowering system integrators, operators, and innovators to execute seamlessly at scale, precisely when and where it matters most. Our TaaS model encompasses infrastructure, technology procurement, and comprehensive implementation and lifecycle support. With 3 decades of industry expertise, Peacey Systems leads in collaborative solutions across hospitality, multifamily student housing, and healthcare. As your trusted white label support partner, Peacey Systems operates seamlessly in the background, acting as an extension of your team and brand. Simple pricing and transparent solutions allow us to extend your business reach at scale. Let us accelerate your project execution and provide the service delivery infrastructure to expand your business. Contact Peacey Systems, your call center partner.
Welcome everybody to GT Champions. It's 2026, y'all, and it is time for our first official race of the season and of this year. And we are in the NXT cars out at Indianapolis. It's round 1, and it's our path to IndyCar. I'm really excited. We're hitting these cars. Next time we'll move up another class of open wheels. with our ultimate goal of being into those IndyCars. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're at Indianapolis with myself, Chris Ball there on the left. Jason, we known as Fry, is here. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
There he is. There he is. Out there in Florida, getting ready to spend the next 48 hours awake, not necessarily coherent, while he watches this race with us, and then watching the Daytona 24 for the entire thing. Plus, he's been watching some other stuff, so that's pretty awesome. We'll talk more about that as we get along. Pix is here. What's up, buddy?
Hello, Chris. Hello, Fry. Hello, everyone.
He is there making everything look pretty as he does, and the two of us trying to get all these things going in the background. It's a lot of work, but we love doing it, and we wouldn't be able to do it without the help of our executive producer, Eitan Benezra, who is just killing it out there in Sportsland. So keep on it, Eitan. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, and of course, don't forget to follow us on our socials. You'll see those there at the bottom of your screen on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We're happy to have all of you come and join with us. So it's Indianapolis. Road course, one of the most iconic tracks around, and this is going to be not a race for the faint of heart. We've got about 22 something, 20, 21, somewhere right around there cars that are going to be on the track today, out there qualifying right now, and it's going to be a lot of fun. 14 corners with the top lap record of a 1:15.6 in the 2019 Indy Lights. The fast lap right now by Logan Edwards on track and qualifying is a 1:14.7. So these NXTs have some serious oomph behind them. So it's pretty awesome. So it's going to be a fun race. I'm looking forward to this track. This place holds so many people. I've never been in the facility, but I have been past that facility, and it feels like you're driving along an airport, how long that thing is. It's a really long track. And I tell you, Pix, I would love to see them bring Formula One back to this track.
Yeah,
that would be
for sure.
That would be so amazing. But hey, it is what it is. We've already got 3 in the country, so we're good. All right, so they're in the NXT, the IL-15 from Dallara, and 450 horsepower, little number. It's not slow. It's a lot of fun, this car. 6 speeds. It holds up to 20 gallons, but they're not getting that much. They're going to get 75% of that fuel for the race. So we will see some green flag and or yellow flag pit stops if anything gets really crazy. But it's a great little car. It's only 1,400 pounds. It's so much fun to drive. Pix and I have a blast driving this thing around. Kind of wishing we both got to race in the series, but it's just as equally fun to be here and watch everybody racing around on them. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, real quick, just a big shout out again to our folks at Origin Micro. Reach out to them if you need any stuff for your IT needs, whether you're a reseller or you just need to buy something for your company. Tell them that you need to talk to Don Doney and that you heard about them on GT Champions. So go check them out, originmicro.com. And of course, we're going to have our folks at Peacey Systems. You can see them at peaceysystems.com. If you need some call center support for your IT company or just some desktop help desk stuff, they can help you out. I use them. I think they're amazing. So there we go. All right. And there we go. And folks, new onto the scene in 2026 for us here. It's the folks at iCoaching. We'll talk some more about them, but they are the title sponsor for our NXT series right now. Great coaching, folks. They've got some wicked fast people. Some of them are here today, including the pulse sitter, that are there to help you. So if you want to go get some one-on-one coaching with them, go check it out. So it'll be a lot of fun. Fry, check out this, dude. Check out this this standings right now. These guys are going to do a rolling start because why is there? Yeah, it is. It's a rolling start. Oh. Yep. So hey, Fry, if you want to go over that starting lineup?
We can get there. I guess since we're rolling along, apparently just like the start. Logan Edwards is going to lead us off in first. Will Weiser in second. Rory O'Shea in third. Florian Horvath in fourth. Tucker, I always want to call him Slayer. Salvert in fifth. Sixth is Mackenzie Roon. Seventh is Ethan S.W. Lawrence. Got a couple new names I get to butcher along the way during the race. In eighth is Tobias Stoll. Definitely know that name. Eli Sosik in ninth. Sam Cook in 10th. Jordan Navarro in 11th. And Chris Rise in 12th. So, we get to the familiar names. I can usually move along a little quicker, but we get these new names, I'm gonna have to stutter along. And Tucker, it's just gonna be Tucker Slayer. We're just gonna have to go with it because I'm gonna keep messing it up. 13th is Matthew Rohrer, and 14th Rafael Rodriguez. 15th is Jagger Finley. 16th is Oliver. Oh, here's a good one for us. Kawaka. 17th Jarmo. We always know I can't get his last name. 18th is, I can't say the first name. We're just going to go, okay, the last name's worse. Killian Rod. And Brandon Devine in 19th. Jakob Fury in 20th. And 21st is Jared Hayden. Yeah, I'm going to need some clarification. Is that an L? It's Clerian?
Kyrian, so it's K.
It's just a K. There's no L behind it?
No, it's K-I-E-R-A-N.
Okay. Yeah, it was hard to see on the screen, and I'm like, that's either an L or an I.
So just a bit of interest for you guys. In the top 11, we have 5 GT Champions coin winners. So we have 5 champions in the top 11. If Jordan Navarro would have qualified in 10th, we would have had half the field in the top 10 be GT champions. So, and one of them is a dual champion, Florian Horvath. So wait, is Florian? Yeah, Florian is the dual winner. So our first one that during the GT4 series. So it was awesome. So we'll see just how these drivers can do here at Indianapolis, and then we're going to be on the oval at Worldwide next weekend. Then we'll be at Detroit for a nice little street circuit. Then we're going to head to Portland. Then, of course, another street circuit at Long Beach. Then we're going to hit one more oval at Iowa and finish up at Road America on March 14th. So lots of great racing to go here. It's going to be a lot of fun. And just for everybody's knowledge, there is one drop round in this series. I know that that some people might have to take that on February 14th for those that have significant others, since that's Valentine's Day. But if they really love racing, their significant other will understand. That's what I like to say. I like to think that's the same. Anyway, thank you for everybody who's here visiting with us. Parquet, Megatron, and Florian's here in the chat. Luke Mansky is here. Luke Mansky, I think we're going to have him in a little bit later in the broadcast. So stick around for that. That'll be good. Oh, look at this field. This is going to be awesome.
Turn 1, lap 1 is not carnage. I don't think we're going to be carnage.
Yep. There's Tobias Stoll, or Toby, who's got his camera up for all of us to see. We let the drivers who want to share their cameras, and we'll bring them up now and again.
Hey, Toby.
Right.
He's talking to somebody.
All right. Two more corners. We're going to see that pace car peel off, and it's going to be 20 cars full steam on mildly warm tires, mostly cold tires, on their way down to the front. Logan Edwards, Will Weiser on the front row, going to battle it out with Logan Edwards leading them, waiting for the green lights. Look at that stack of cars. Where's our green lights? There we go. And oh, look at all the people diving out to the outside. 3 wide is not going to work into turn 1. Florian looking on the outside. Logan is holding that inside. He's like, nope. If you want to go around, you're going to have to go around the outside. Come on. Hold it together, guys. Whoa, Florian goes around. Chris Rise has to take the runoff road. Whoa, but it looks like Chris Rise might have his stuff together. Gets back on the track. Woo.
Pretty
Yeah,
clean, but the cars are fragile, so I mean, hopefully they didn't pick up any wheel damage or anything.
Yep. Yeah, so whew, that was close. Logan's got Rory O'Shea, who is our F4 champion, right behind him. So he's trying to make some moves up there, Rory is. We'll see if he can hang with Logan, who's, I believe, one of the trainers for the iCoaching group. So he's probably got some pace. We'll see how that goes. There's Sam Cook. Sam Cook's been trying to win a championship for the better part of a couple of seasons, and always the bridesmaid, never the bride for that one. We'll see what he does. Will Weiser.
He's winning the lucky number, so that's going to help.
Hey, what number is Will Reiser running?
Well, Sam
Cook.
Cook's
Or Sam Cook?
13.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You know, just like there's no 13th floor on a building.
Yep. Look back there. Everyone's getting kind of in a line of the way in the back. They're moving around a little bit, but we're going to see people trying to make some moves into the braking zone. Someone's diving in deep underneath. Ooh, dude, that was close.
It's like the best place to get a move done because of the straightaway, but it's the worst turn to try to pass in.
Yeah, and when you're off the racing line trying to make it happen, you got to leave space on that outside if you got somebody right there. Oh, my. That's an exciting 2 minutes.
Somebody just went off in the grass in the back.
Yep.
Rodriguez.
There's
Taking a
Eli,
trip.
one of the champions. He was the... I'm trying to remember what championship that he won. I'll look it up later. Which one? I think it might have been the proto. Oh yeah, he was the AM prototype champion, or the Pro Am, rather. All right,
Now,
looks
if you
like
win
we
a Pro Am championship, don't you move up to the Pro Championship?
Yeah, but that was in that wasn't in open wheel cars, so he's got to prove himself here. There. Yep. Ooh, there was a nice move. So that was Will Weiser making some spaces back up. He started second and got a little bit mixed up in that lap 1 incident. And there goes Logan Edwards. He's like, all right, I got about a 0.6 of a gap to Rory. Let's see if we can keep that going. Whew. That's only 3 minutes.
That's it.
I'm gritting my
3
teeth.
laps.
So this is going to be a 40-lap race for those of you watching. So it'll be interesting to see how these drivers figure out their pit strategy. And looking at my chat there, I see Julie Navarro is here. So hey Julie, nice to see you again. Always around whenever Jordan Navarro is racing. We get a couple of extra folks in here to visit with us. Luke Mansky's out there. Yeah, Luke Mansky. Oh my goodness is right. This has been fun. Now, folks, in case you're wondering, how do they see where they're going when you can't see the car in front of you? That little bar is not there for the driver's view, just for us. Just, I could not imagine, because you could not even see that there was a car there for
I was
part
just
of
about
that.
to ask the same question. Like, I get it, but you know, in real life, that thing is there. So, how do they, I guess, see?
Oh,
And
well,
some
I mean, you
people
have
leave
two
it
eyeballs.
on. Some people do leave it on, so you have the option to turn it off or
Yeah,
on.
I turned that crap
and
off.
I guess most people
Yeah, right.
turn it off, but yeah, I mean, I've seen some people in streaming on Twitch, on YouTube that leave it on, so it's weird. I couldn't leave it on.
I think when you're racing in VR, I think you remember, like just like a normal human, you've got two eyeballs, right? And so you basically can see right around this thing. It doesn't affect you, just like in any other open wheel that has a halo in it. A little different though when we only got one camera view. All you see is the dead center of the screen, which is where that thing sits. But yeah, that would be really scary to race like that. That's for sure.
See, I'm used to the chase view, so that's not really, that's a drastic change.
Luke Mansky on the chat says, real ones leave the halo on. Yep, that's why I'm in the booth. Ooh, that was close. Jeez Louise. So Sam Cook squeezes that one out. Sorry, go ahead, Frank.
All the corners are so fast here. I mean, there's like one or two slow ones. Other than that, you were just going. So it's really hard to get like an aero advantage in down a straightaway or into a corner because you're both moving just so fast. So you almost have to throw it in there to get the position.
Yeah, that's true. And you can do that with these cars once you get some heat in the tires. But I'm going to tell you, it's a whole different story when you're in. Someone's running the Audi livery. Nice. I love that. These cars are really touchy on the brakes, but once you get them warmed up, you can stop these cars. No, Sam Cook. Sam Cook.
Oh, don't go forward.
No, don't go.
Now go.
Oh. Somebody. Oh, he lost his front wing.
He does not have a front wing.
Yeah.
And luckily, it's not under the car, so that's at least going to help him to keep moving forward.
Yeah. Wow. Toby Stoll looking for a spot. Isn't that who? Oh no, it wasn't Toby. It was somebody else that got connected with Sam. The car looked the same. I was like, are they side by side with someone else now? Oh, it was. Oh, who's blinking? Oh, Brandon, hang in there. Brandon, during the pre-race, I was talking with some of the drivers that during practice. He's like, "Do you remember me? The guy with almost nothing left on his Mustang at Panorama and the Mustang Challenge?" I was like, "Yeah, I remember." I think he came home. He had no wing, no front end. It was
Still
crazy.
brought it home.
He did bring it home.
And what's, that place is crazy because it did benefit him to just stay out there and keep driving around versus come in the pits and fix it because the track is so big. So, I mean, you do what you got to do when you got to do it.
Yep. Hey, folks, what if we go have a little chat? Let's see if we can bring Mr. Luke Mansky here in with us. Hey, Luke, you got your ears on, son?
I do. Hello.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's going well. How about you guys today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been an exciting race. Your boy Logan up there at the front of the pack for the entirety of the race, but not really having a comfortable time with it. Rory is right on his keister. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Rory looks like a pretty quick driver. Logan's. I know he's feeling some pressure right now.
Yeah. Well, Rory was our Formula 4 champion, and he basically, every time he showed up, minus one race where he got caught up in an incident, he gapped the entire field every single race he showed up for. So, yeah.
Very rare that he makes a mistake.
It is very rare. And he is right there on that gearbox, just like, I think he's just trying to keep the pressure on. I don't think he's trying to make a move to pass. We'll see how he does.
Yeah, there's a lot of race left. No need to force anything right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's going on, man? Big things going on for you.
Yeah, a lot of big things. Obviously, our team, we've been really busy with that. Race in Daytona, we spent a lot of time working towards that. The launch of the iCoaching brand this year has been really big.
Did Tucker go around on his own, or did I see a blinking car?
I think he went around on his own, possibly trying to dodge a blinking car, but that was a nice pirouette 360. We're going to give you a 7 for style points. Keep moving.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Go ahead,
No
Luke.
worries. Don't mean to interrupt the on-track action. But, the launch of the iCoaching brand has been big. I do want to clarify just one little thing. Logan is not a coach in the iCoaching brand. He's just a driver for our main team. I was supposed to have a couple extra drivers here today, but unfortunately we were unable to make that happen. One of which being a coach from the iCoaching brand, Rafael Leon. He's also with our main team. He should be here next week. And for the rest of the series, he just couldn't make it today.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, really a lot of things going on. The iCoaching brand has been something I've been working on for a while. Finally was able to get it launched this turn of the new year, and it's been going great. A lot of positive feedback, and hopefully we can just continue to grow that.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. The website's looking great. What's your Instagram handle for people that want to follow you on Instagram?
It's at iCoaching.co, same as the URL for the website.
Awesome. Yep, I followed you just the other day. So
I saw that. Thank you.
Yeah. So get in on the ground floor, folks, with the iCoaching folks. Get on their socials and stuff. You can kind of see what's going on there. In fact, if we look at what's going on right now, the leaders are about to hit a back marker that was, I think, probably Sam Cook, because he probably had to pit for those for that new front wing, and he's probably like, I got to get out of here.
Is there
Go ahead.
Pardon me for not knowing, is there a fast repair?
There is one.
Okay, so Sam Cook may not be out of this race yet if he can fuel save well enough.
Yeah, if he
had to
filled
take
up
that
on
stop
fuel.
anyways.
Yeah, I suppose if he filled up on fuel and he can get the tires to last. This track isn't terrible on the tires. It's not very warm, so the tires aren't going to get really hot. So yeah, that's a possibility. Oh, interesting. That's why I'm in the booth there, Luke, because I can't race with the halo on. I don't recognize that this guy might have an advantage now. Although he is running more fuel in the car. Chris Rides.
We have maybe fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, do have a lot of experience in this car. We did race the Indy NXT Pro Qualifiers this past year with the team, and we had about 4 drivers in there.
Wow. Okay.
So I have an uncomfortable amount of time spent with this car. So
uncomfortable.
Yeah, we were doing, so the IndyCar Pro Series was delayed with no news. Nobody knew what was going on for a long time. And then the Indy NXT car dropped last September. I think it was season 3. And they announced it the day after the car came out that the Pro Series qualifiers were starting in 2 weeks with the car. So we had to learn setups and grind for about 8 weeks. We spent every night on the sim grinding the car.
Oh my gosh.
Literally 7 days a week. And when we weren't racing, we raced on Thursday nights. Every other night of the week we were practicing.
Wow. So now that's the kind of a love-hate relationship with the car then, I guess.
Yeah, it's we love it because we know a lot about it, but we hate it because it's really strange. This car does not behave like a lot of the other cars on the sim.
Interesting. Well, it's probably some of the way that they have to build the programming profiles for the cars, and maybe they just didn't have as much information. Is this for the lead? Rory's on the inside. I think Rory's going to get the lead here, unless he screwed up. Usually, it's a good pass or an accident when we go into replay. Look at that new leader, folks.
Don't worry, Luke. Whenever they do the next update, they'll fix it for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Logan now gets to feel what it's like in the dirty air for some laps. So 2 leaders now in the race, and Rory started in 4th.
3rd.
Was he in 3rd? So he was on row 2. He's right behind these guys. So
Yeah, pretty much O'Shea, Edwards, Weiser, and Ruin have been your top 4, but where's he at? Sawyer had his issue, but he's only dropped down to 6th after a spin, so that's not too bad.
yeah, I mean he's 15 seconds from the folks up front, but I mean anything can happen at Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it doesn't rain. That would be unfortunate.
We could
Does
have a
this
random
series-
yellow.
Does this series race in the rain? I don't remember if IndyCars race in the rain or not.
Yeah,
They do
as long as it's not pouring. Like it can't be unsafe, but if the track's wet, they will go in with the wet tires.
And
I swear I've
iRacing
seen
added
them,
wet
yeah.
tires last year. It was one of the more recent additions. So
Okay, good. Oh, look at that. That's wait a minute. Is that Florian and Jordan right there? Right, 2 champions right there. Mr. Florian is our only GT Champions dual champion. And Jordan Navarro is the Mustang Challenge Pro-Am champion from Mustang Challenge Season 1.
I actually did watch some open wheel cars last night over in New Zealand. I'm not sure like how
You
how
made
they
it back from
relate.
New Zealand already?
Exactly. I'm all over the place. And but they were very similar to these cars, but it was, I guess it had rained, and they showed the qualifying, and it was, you couldn't see the car in front of you because of the trail. There was so much
the
water
rooster
on the
tail,
track.
yeah.
But apparently, yeah, they just go ahead and go in the rain. Luckily, the race wasn't like that, but wet track or puddles, whatever the series was over there, they didn't really seem to mind. So yeah, I think I'm up. If I count that race, I'm up to about 6 hours, and we haven't even made it to the weekend yet.
I know, you're crazy, dude. You're just crazy. That's all I gotta say. So, Luke, one of the things that iCoaching has been doing also is helping people with setups, and I know that we're using setups. Well, I'm not going to say we're using them. They were provided by iCoaching setups for this car for this series, complimentary from the iCoaching folks. So, after talking with you and you sharing about how much time you've spent grinding in these cars, how do you feel about these setups for the races?
Yeah, I mean, I feel really good. I'm happy to be doing it. These cars are a bit tricky to set up. They're very complicated, kind of like the IR18. They don't get the benefit of being simple like some of the other Formula cars on the service. Obviously, we know them very well. We were very strong. They're always doing something when I'm talking.
Well, they keep talking. We love to see the action.
Yeah. But we were a very strong setup team for the next series. We were one of the teams that were able to learn that car the best in the short amount of time we had. At Gateway, we were the fastest qualifiers in the whole field against Redline, against Williams, against everybody. We made a better qualifying setup than all of them. Wasn't at every round, but we were always toward the top. And I think that being able to provide setups for this series has been really great. It's going to help with iCoaching is just coaching right now, but we are looking to launch a setup shop here soon. So it's great to kind of sow the seeds of that and hopefully be able to reap them later. I think that we are just providing the setups for this. We're not forcing everybody to use them. It's not fixed. Logan and Will are both running that setup that we provided. I don't know who else is, but it's a pretty good baseline. It maybe isn't the top fastest setup, but I wanted to make it easy to drive and manageable for everybody in the field. So it's a really good balance of being good on tires, quick obviously on one lap pace, and easy to drive, especially over the long race distance we have today.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I remember and for the folks, we've been working quite closely with the iCoaching folks, and one of the things I really like, and folks, you can go to iCoaching.co to check it out, but you have a couple levels of coaching you can do for people. The rookie development program, so that people who are new to the service can start kind of figuring out just how to operate the sim, not just the driving aspects, but also like understanding how to work with the sim and to compete and to and to get to that certain level. And then once you get to about, I think it was the 1200 I rating mark, 12 or 1400, is when they can step it up into the pro performance development program, right? So that they can take that next step, so they can start getting some more of those tenths in there. Is that about right?
Yeah. So the I rating is always a suggestion, but we do offer those two levels. We offer what we call more of a beginner pro coaching program, which is going to exclusively use rookie content, so rookie cars, rookie tracks. that's going to be for anybody who's new to the service or joining again for the first time in a while, or just wants to, maybe take a step back and make sure their basics are all good. That's going to be great for all those people. Around that 12 to 1400 maybe is what we would suggest does that, but it really could be for anybody. Over that, we have our standard coaching with our pro drivers. That's going to be for anybody for any of the cars that we offer, which is a very wide range. It's going to be great for helping not only with driving, but also with strategy, maybe some setup advice, just to kind of so you can learn what things do. It's going to be great for getting your settings tuned and your force feedback. We've got one guy we're coaching right now who had his force feedback all wacky, and that was costing him time, so we were able to help with that. It's really a great option for people really anybody who wants to improve at a car and a track, right? We do have another option that we're planning. I haven't told Pix yet, so he may be watching this and fuming. But I do have another higher tier that me and the coaches have been kind of talking about implementing that. That's really going to be for somebody who's already exceptionally talented and just wants to take that next step and be a little bit more in depth. So I'm excited that hopefully that can come out soon. But we've been pretty busy with regular coaching, and I'm happy to see that taking off already.
And you know what? One of the things I'm thinking of is, and I want to be mindful of not just missing what's happening on the track. Rory's got about the same amount of gap that Logan's had on him the whole race. So these two are just lap for lap on top of each other.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And I'm loving that. But look, Will Weiser's closed that gap down to just under 3 seconds. That was 2.5 or 3 seconds that he's picked back up. So Will Weiser moving up and trying to deal with the lap traffic as well. So
yeah, absolutely. Will's a really quick driver as well. He just had a little bad of a start, so hopefully he can get back into this battle, and I'd really like to see that.
Yep. And for those of you watching either live right now or in the replay, one thing to think about is these iCoaching programs. These are a great gift idea for your sim racing friend or loved ones, because I know that it's always been myself just trying to figure out racing, and I remember spending some time with one of my buddies who was just wicked fast, and he spent like 3 hours with me just on one track in a car, showing me around, and I gained a second a lap just by having somebody who knew what they were doing showing me around. So these programs where you can get coaching like this are pretty great. So make sure you go to iCoaching.co so that Luke and his list of trainers can help your sim racing friend or loved one get a little bit more excitement out of it, because it is always great when you get to go faster and you have a better feel for a car.
Absolutely. And with the booking functionality on our website that we're working on, it'll be super easy to gift. All that is going to be really simple. You just purchase on the website, redeem in our Discord server. So it's a great option for a birthday or Christmas gift. Just try not to offend anybody if you're gifting a coaching session.
Hey, you need this. You suck. Why don't you go do the rookie development program?
Yeah.
Wow. You have a lot of experience with HR, so I mean, I am kind of your man on that one.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. And it's only like $25 an hour for the rookie development program, right?
That's correct. So it's a really low bar of entry. A lot of times, a lot of beginners, are going to be hesitant to, purchase a session. Just, I've been in that boat. I have a lot of fast drivers driving for me, but I personally probably would need a rookie coaching session rather than a standard. So yeah, I can totally relate to, maybe not wanting to spend the money on a full coaching session, but with the low bar to entry for the beginner stuff, I think it's a really great option for anybody just starting out.
Awesome. Big news. Our first green flag pit stop from the leader. He's going in now. We've got, we're just about halfway through the race. So
It's a fairly interesting strategy.
It is. So maybe he was thinking, I'm going to run fresh tires and mid fuel pit, and then just have the exact same car when I pit out.
We're actually going to have tire changes for once. People are actually going to listen to me for once.
No one's ever going to listen to you, Fry.
I would
always
I hate to break it to you, Fry, but I don't think the tires are the move here, personally.
Well, we won't know if he takes tires till we see if he takes tires, I guess.
Tires are always a good idea. Fresh tires make everything better.
All right, so he's pitting out now, Rory is. So it looks like you can pit in and out and stay on the lead lap because this track is so long. So it'll be interesting to see where Rory pits out at.
I mean, it's long, but it's so fast. If you make one little mistake, it can be just detrimental.
Well, maybe that is why he took the pit when he did. He had a 1.7 gap to Logan Edwards when he pit in. So something either happened with Logan getting tied up in some traffic. But look at Rory. Perfectly clean track. Out in 8th place. He's got a couple of cars ahead of him, but no big packs of them. That might have been the move. He knows what he's doing.
Setup strategy or pit stop strategy to me really depends on the setup of the car. Truthfully, I did tune this setup to stop about 3/4 race distance. So if he would have been running my setup without any changes, I don't think that was the optimum strategy. But if he changed it himself and really optimized that window he knew he wanted to stop in, this could pay off for him.
Yeah. Yep, there we go. Will Weiser says, I don't need no tires. So let's see. Let's compare his pit time. His pit time was about 3 seconds faster than Rory's. 3.5 seconds faster was Will Weiser. That's going to bring Will Weiser right out on his bumper. And I think that's Will right behind him, isn't it? Yeah, he's way closer than he was before. So it looks like Rory did take tires. Maybe he knows something.
Here's my thought on the tires. When you come in to make your stop, you're looking at your tires like, they're still good. I don't really need new tires. When it comes around to lap 34, 35, you're like, damn, I should have taken those tires. That's when it kicks in, you know. And I just did a race last Tuesday. That's kind of what happened. When you came in, I mean, we're talking like, quarter wear, like they're warmed up, they're good. But it was when we got to the end of the race that everybody else was slipping and sliding, slamming into walls, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I took tires. Yep. Not to mention, we had a long straightaway, we could draft, so anytime that you were going to lose on the pit lane, you were going to pick up through a draft. But that was the key, was to make sure that when you stopped, somebody was around you when you stopped. So other than me getting tricked by the stupid rain, I would have, had a pretty good strategy.
There you go.
But I took on rain tires, did one lap, had to come put the hards on after that. So, that's what happens.
Now, we saw earlier when Pix was bringing up the timing board, Will Weiser holds the fastest lap by about 1/10 of a second. So it's not a giant amount. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I think Will's got some real pace. And we'll have to see once we get the top 6 who have not pit yet. They'll probably get to about another, couple more laps and hit in, and we'll see where everybody lands. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But Rory has a gap of a lot more to Will Weiser than he did when Will Weiser pit out, because Will Weiser was a lot further behind, or a lot closer behind, and now he's 3 seconds behind. So he's lost 1.5 seconds.
Somebody needs tires.
Maybe. Well, if you have the new tires, you get them warmed up, and then Rory knows this is how my car felt for the first stint. So I don't have to learn my setup. I don't have to learn what the car does on lighter fuel and worn tires. He gets to say, hey, on this much fuel in the tank and on these tires, this is what I can do with this car. So we'll see. Mackenzie Ruin is in the pits. So that's the first of those top 6 we were talking about. So Mackenzie from Get Good Racing. I love that. They were talking about that in Discord. A couple of guys got together. Now, not that it matters, just for bragging rights. When we're doing our scoring this year, and you can go look at the scoring on gtchampions.com when we release them. We're doing a nations challenge like we've done for a few of the last couple seasons. So the fastest driver from each country gets some points. It's for bragging rights. There's no awards. And then we're also doing a team championship. So drivers from teams can put their best foot forward and figure out how that works out. I have a question, and I just totally ADD'd for a second, but I have to ask the question. Logan Edwards doesn't have a nation's flag on his car as he comes into the pits. So what's the iRacing logo? It says he comes from the country of iRacing. How does that work?
Yeah, it's just it's like a generic global, just no country affiliation. It just says global in the sim.
Got it. All right, so Logan and Ethan into the pits. So Jakob, Tobias, and Kieran not pitted yet. Now we're going to see just where things happen. Let's see, where is Rory on the track? He's currently in 6th. He's got a couple laps to go. Still in pit lane, pitting in right now is Logan Edwards. Let's see. Logan in his box. Oh, he is getting tires. Somebody forgot to tell him not to get tires, or maybe he's listening to us and going, "We saw what Rory could do on those fresh tires."
No, yeah. Look what's plan B.
Plan B.
Yeah. I'm not talking to these guys. They're making their own decisions. So he must have not agreed with me, or maybe Will told him tires.
And a lot of you may think that like I have this thing with tires, like I just love tires. I hate tires. Okay, I butcher the crap out of them. I beat them. I blister them up. So yeah, anytime I go in the pits, I want tires because I may be a fuel master. I can save some fuel and I can also run out of fuel. But the only consistent thing I can do is pretty much butcher some tires.
There is Matthew Rohrer. He's sporting the iCoaching and GTC TV livery logos on his car. That's awesome.
Very nice.
So Rory comes out. He had a 1.7 lead over Logan when he pit, and now he has a 2.4 second lead. So, and Logan still has to bring those fresh tires in. That'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Hearing some radio traffic from some of the drivers. But look at that, Will Weiser's made his way all the way back up into the podium places. That's pretty good. And he's got Mackenzie Ruin right on his keister.
This is becoming a pretty interesting race.
Yeah, I should say so. I love it.
So we should have a few drivers that haven't stopped yet, right? Or is everybody stopped?
Everybody has pit. Yep.
Oh, I thought there were still 2 of them out there still seeing what they can do.
There were, and and then there weren't. That. Yeah, that's Brandon Devine. He's been blinking for most of the race. I made a note of that so I could I'll talk with him and see if I can help him sort out his network stuff for him, since that's kind of what I do for a living. I might go do that.
I'm in the race session just as a spectator, and I believe they were talking to him.
Yeah, ghost mode's never fun unless you're the guy doing ghost mode.
Yeah.
Toby with an awkward spin. Now, Toby, we've got him on camera, and earlier he was getting frustrated, but I think he had no one around him while he was being frustrated. So I think
Yeah,
he was actually yelling at the car or the track.
I think he had a little contact with Jakub. I think there was a little contact with Jakub. Then he lost like 2 seconds, and that's when he was making hand signals. Yeah.
Signals, is that what you called that?
Yeah. He was using sign language.
I'll say it was.
It's the unspoken art of motor racing.
Man, look at this little pack. On top of each other. You could just go out there with a bed sheet and throw it up in the air and they'd all land underneath it.
I don't know if you guys have clocked this, but the gap between P1 and P2 is significantly fallen.
Yeah, I think something happened. Rory may have made an error, or Logan is just like, well, Rory just has the best lap until just now. So Logan,
Do we have push to pass numbers?
not on my screen.
Yeah, that
Oh,
could
actually,
be,
there is. There is on our live timing board. P2P. There's numbers on there. Rory says 109, 108, 107, 106, 100. So he must have just used it. Logan has 84.
Okay.
So it looks
yeah,
like
Rory's definitely got a bit more to defend than Logan has to attack. They just have to. I imagine Rory will be using it a little bit more though, since Logan has the draft down him pretty firmly now.
yeah,
All he's got
that's
to do is hold that draft and let him use up his button so we can hopefully even it out.
Yeah.
now. There's only just a few laps different on those tires, so the fact that Logan was able to take tires and close this gap.
Yeah.
But he did use he used like 20 more overtake is it seconds that you
Yes,
get?
that's seconds,
Okay,
yep.
so he used almost 26 more seconds of overtake than Rory's used.
Now, when they use
is
the
this
button-
move? This is the move.
Is it a small amount that they get to use, or can they turn it on and off and use however much they want?
Yeah, they can use as much as they want whenever they want. So they just talk.
Well,
about
not
it.
under braking, not when
Correct.
you're going slower than a certain amount. If you let off the
You're just
throttle,
wasting it at that point anyway.
yeah, if you lift off the throttle, it still takes it away, but you can turn it off. So the way it works, for those that don't use it, it's not a push and hold. It's a push to enable, push to disable. So if you're going down the straight, you can push the button, it turns it on, and you let go of the button, and it stays on until you push it again, or you hit the brakes, or decelerate down below X miles an hour. I don't know what the mile an hour is, but
I've
Yeah,
seen
the only
IndyCar
places they'll
play
be
with
using it here will be the front straight and the back straight. You wouldn't expect to see it anywhere else.
No, it's IndyCar uses it, but they've played with it over the years. You know, you push the button, you get like a 10-second boost, or other times, you know, it was like Chris said, you just hold the button down, and then they were getting to a point where it was like, why? Just give them a certain allowed amount and let them figure it out during the whole race, and that'll make the racing so much better. So yeah, the turn on and turn off button was definitely a great marvel, I guess, to figure out, hey, let's just put a switch where they flip it on and off.
Yeah, big
new
pass
race
by
leader.
Logan.
Yep, he made it happen. I mean, it was gonna happen. The pace he's got in the second half is insane.
Yeah.
Or-
he's just fast on
He's
these
using the
tires.
switch.
Or the pace that Rory has is not the same.
One of the
Or
two,
a
yeah.
combination of both. But Logan did set the best lap, a 114.9. I think that is the fastest lap. Yeah, that's the fastest lap of the race. The fastest one before that was Rory O'Shea with a 115.1. So Logan's going to get that fastest lap bonus point right here, which is going to be super helpful. Oh,
Yeah,
these
Fred,
two are going to
just to
have fun
follow-
all week or
Yeah,
series.
the series for sure they will. But Friday,
Look at this
follow
mid
up on
pack
your.
though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I got to talk about something that wasn't the race. So go ahead.
I'm just looking at this mid pack, and look at this. This is gonna be This is some insane finish with these 5 cars. They are all over the place. Oh, there's 6 cars, 7 cars there. Are they all on the same lap? I think they are. Yeah, they sure are.
Sam Cook doing his best to stay in the top 10 after at least 2 spins in turn 1, his favorite turn of the day.
Yeah, he's going to
I've
come
been
back
seeing-
later and say that sucked.
I've been seeing a lot of drivers spin the turn 10 and turn 11 complex.
Whoa, don't do
kind
that.
of the final 2 corners. That's a pretty tricky section, especially in these cars with how weird the tires are.
Oh, Sam's going in the pits? Oh, he probably didn't get fuel or something during the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, because he had to pit early. He may have just done the fast repair and left.
Yeah, that's probably what he did, it looks like.
I mean, there is a point, it's just too early. Even if you take fuel, you're still going to have to stop again.
Yeah, I
Yep.
believe this setup, or with the 75% fuel, I think is only good for about 30, maybe 32 laps. So, yeah, he would have been really close trying to make it from that stop he had earlier.
Yep. Now, if you look here, Jordan Navarro started 11th, is running 11th, and he's got a whole slew of cars in front and behind him. Like, there's a lot happening for that guy. This battle here is with Oliver Quaka. From Germany, or is that Belgium? One of the two. I forget which. Okay. Oh, it does say it right there too. I'm looking at the flag. I keep forgetting to look down below. Sometimes you guys, I don't even know what I do. It's the first race of the season. I'm allowed to make mistakes. That's the first and last one I'll make all year long. No, anyway. So these guys are having a little bit of fun. These guys are a bit back from the leader. They're the two battling for the last position. I do like that livery.
Coming up on 7 to go.
Okay, Jordan's getting a push from Mr. Toby Stoll. Not a push, but an attack. So Toby's gonna try to get that. He's gonna keep that outside. Oh, that was smooth. Toby had to pull out of that one. He's like, no, I don't think I'm gonna make that one work. And Matthew Rower. Okay, Matthew is back there, and he is. He's like, you guys go ahead. You keep that all up. I'm gonna take that spot when it comes. Ooh. You can hear the wheel spin as these cars try to get on, because there's no traction control, folks, on these, and there's no ABS either. Wait. There is no ABS on these cars, correct?
That's correct. No ABS.
Yeah. So.
And actually, the brakes are very tricky in this car. They're very sensitive. The way I set it up on my setup is that they're the biggest master cylinders possible, which makes the brakes less sensitive. But anybody who's not using that may not know that little trick and may be having a tough time on the brakes.
Tough time on the brakes. Every time I'm in this car, I lock up the front wheels just about every braking zone, because
that's exactly why,
touch...
Chris. The fixed setups and the default settings on the brakes on this car are extremely sensitive. Most people don't know. It's not very.
Well, there's another reason for anybody to go to iCoaching.co, pick up those settings for this car, for these tracks, for the series, right? For sure. And then I'm sure you guys include some of the setup chat and talk when you guys are doing coaching, like things to things to
on
look out
top
for,
of
like
that,
a bigger master cylinder.
Yeah, on top of that, anybody in the GTC Discord happy to be a free resource as well for some tips or tricks with these cars especially.
Nice. Mackenzie in third. Will chomping at the bit there. Now let's see. Did Mackenzie overtook Will now?
Mackenzie just passed Will last time. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got a little too much curb right there.
Yeah, Will got a little loose. Will stopped early. Will stopped, I believe, 1 lap after Rory. So he's going to have probably getting to be some of his worst tires of the race here.
Somebody forgot to take the tires. Because I'm pretty sure that's the black car we saw in the pits that pulled in, got some fuel, and was like, nah, I got this, I'm good.
Yeah, Will did not take tires as far as I know, so that maybe wasn't the right choice.
Pretty sure I said right around about lap 33, 34, 35. Take tires.
Nobody likes a told you so.
Listen,
He's not on
words
track,
on
so
that
he's
one.
allowed to.
I'm gonna
There
be
you go.
awake for 48 freaking hours. So if anybody wants to chat, I'll be up. All right.
Oh wow, what
Oh!
happened there? Matthew and Toby.
No.
What happened there? Hey, what's wrong? What are you? Sorry, he's not from Italy, so but
Yeah,
I think,
he
I
did-
think
he
he
did
knows he's
throw-
on camera, and he left one of those he left all the fingers downward pointing. I think I think one of them wanted to go up in the air. Whew.
yeah, Toby's car has seen better days.
Oh yeah, he is not happy right now.
His race day has seen better days.
He only had 5 laps to finish. So, and now he can't barely keep the car together. Is he gonna pit?
Now Logan is getting into that lap
Yep.
traffic though, so this could make their last few laps of this race pretty interesting.
I was just thinking that because that gap has dropped down to 0.8, and they're gonna run into some cars here in probably the next 2 laps. They'll catch these guys, maybe even
Rory's
less.
gonna start mashing that button.
Yeah,
Who
he's
is that in
about to
front of
use
them?
Solidity
That's
as well.
12th. That's Ollie Kuelka. He's been turning 117s, 118s. These guys are doing 3 seconds a lap faster than those guys at the back. They're absolutely going to catch these guys by the end of this lap. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Here's the battle for 10th. Or 9th, rather. Okay. Oh. Okay, making an overtake. Oh, I think
The tires.
I think Toby was trying to close the door on him. He might.
When those
Ooh.
tires touch, they locked. I mean, that's why I can't stand open wheel, because you can't touch anything. That tire will jump up on that car, grab the fenders, everything, and lock you on.
And that's what makes oval racing these cars so
Yeah,
dangerous.
oh,
We'll
yeah,
see
there he
that
goes.
next week.
He moved over to try to defend. I don't think he realized the guy was right there. But you can see in his steering wheel. Well, I'm sure that will be something we end up reviewing a little later. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Look at this battle for what this is all happening up near 10th place. So there's a lot going on here. Jordan Navarro into the top 10. He could have been there in qualifying. He missed it by like 1/10 of a second or less. So finishing in the top 10, it's always good. There's more points there. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle by Rory as he tries to manage his way through some of the traffic.
Yeah, getting stuck in that section behind traffic is not great for Rory. He definitely lost some time there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always catch traffic right at the best part. You know, like an open straightaway, like a nice sweeping curve at the end, not a hairpin.
Yeah, he lost
Yeah,
more than
that's-
1/2 a second. He lost nearly 8/10.
That's what makes this track so tricky for endurance racing, which unfortunately I've done a lot of as well. Being in a GTP, catching GT3s at every slow part of the track that you can't pass them is just horrible.
Yep.
And, unlike, a lot of people just compare F1 to everything, but the blue flags in F1 are just for F1. Everywhere
Yeah.
else, the blue flag, it just lets you know, hey, there's somebody behind you. But if
But
you're
you ain't
still
gotta
on the
move.
lead lap, he does not have to move. Especially, even if he's not on the lead lap, he still has a right to that corner, and you still have to be the guy that goes around him. Yes, in F1, it means freaking pull in the pits and go to the garage and camp out, but in every other series, no. You don't have to move. You can do what you want. Now, that's where driver etiquette, maybe you want to be nice to the guy and just get out of the way. We always appreciate that. It's always, good, clean racing. But hey, I'm on the lead lap. I want to finish that way. So, sorry.
Now, next week will be interesting because we're going to be at Worldwide on the Oval. Totally different racing experience for the drivers, which I love about NXTs and IndyCars is the road racing and the ovals. We only included 2 ovals in the series this time. When we get back to IndyCar, we'll probably have a couple more. When we get to IndyCar, I haven't told this to Pix, but I want way more races. I want it to be longer because I don't want to. We work our way all the way up there. I want to make it fun. But round 2 will be great on the oval. I think that one is about 0.7 of a mile. The track, if I remember right.
1.25.
1.25. Okay, that's the longer one. I was thinking of something else. Maybe I'm thinking of Iowa. But anyway.
Iowa's shorter.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a totally different race because now you're not setting the car up for lefts and rights and downforce through certain corners. You're setting it up for just left-hand turns, just at this speed. Because that track is, I think, worldwide is exactly the same, symmetrical on both ends of the track. I don't think
actually no. It's significantly different. 1 and 2 are significantly different than 3 and 4 at Gateway.
Are they banked different?
1 and 2 are very banked and very tight, and 3 and 4 is more open and flat.
Okay.
It's
See,
actually
folks,
very
just
tricky.
how much
track
I
to set
know
up.
about oval racing.
The idea is you set up one side, but you can't set up the other. And every
Yeah,
time you try to match
it's
it,
very
it doesn't work.
tricky. Yeah, you got to compromise for sure.
Edwards has just taken the win ahead of O'Shea on the last lap.
Amazing
Ruin
race
in
by
third.
Logan and Rory there.
And Weiser,
Wow,
regretting
look at
not
that.
taking tires, will come home in 4th.
Yep, looking pretty good. What's going to happen here, though? Nothing changes. They all come across as they were the lap before.
I couldn't tell, but it looked like somebody pulled over to give a position there at the end, so I'm not sure what that was about.
Well, hey, Luke, I appreciate you hanging out with us. And good luck with the iCoaching.co. And thanks for being
Thank you.
the title sponsor. I'm going to let you go and celebrate with your team because I know you got to go pop some champagne with Logan.
Thank you.
And
I'll make sure he gets in here for an interview.
Awesome.
But thank you guys for having me. It was great. Hopefully I'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
Oh, right. Wow, what a race. Eli's going to come home in Jordan Navarro's 11th spot where he started. Look at that. That's all of it, folks. The first one's done. The first session has been completed. Round 1 is in the books. And these 2 guys are just having fun racing fast. Because maybe they don't realize they got the checker flag.
Yeah,
They kind of look like they're racing.
Okay, there
Oh,
they go.
okay.
Yeah, I think, dude, they were racing the whole lap. Like they were
They were
still
like, who's going to
racing.
get to pit lane first?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a pretty good race. There was a lot going on in there, and that battle for the lead was something. I liked it. That was
Yeah,
good.
Logan Edwards definitely going to show that he was the master of the push to pass button. So Logan Edwards takes home the victory. Rory O'Shea in 2nd, Mackenzie Roon in 3rd, Weiser in 4th. It's just like the beer. Ethan S.W. Lawrence in 5th, Tucker Salyer in 6th, Florian Horvath in 7th, Jakob Fury in 8th, Brandon Devine in 9th, and Jordan Navarro rounding out your top 10, Eli Sasick in 11th, Oliver Quaka in 12th, Kirian Rod in 13th, Rafael Rodriguez 14th, Sam Cook 15th, Jarmo in 16th, Tobias Stoll in 17th, Matthew Rauer in 18th. We'll figure out his last name through the season. Yager Finley in 19th, Chris Rise and Jared Akers. I think did not finish because I'm pretty sure with 32 and 40 laps down, maybe they came out just to finish the last lap. Who knows?
Yeah, I think we only lost one person, Chris Rise. So. Oh, look at that, Pix. Not including bonus points. There's where the points are for the round. Fastest lap was Logan Edwards, so he's going to grab 1 extra point. That should be 31 points for him. Nice.
And those can be huge at the end of the season.
They can. We saw that in the Trials of Power GT4 race, where the difference in points was like 2 between one of the battles.
And it was because the lead driver had a couple of bonus points over the other driver, so you know it helps.
Oh, I asked somebody to clean my seat right there. It still has all my chalk on it. Okay.
Chalk, huh? Chalk?
Yeah. Well, Logan and Rory are waiting for interviews. I don't see Mackenzie just yet, but Brandon Devine feels like he wants to come hang out with us. That's. But here, let's go ahead and we'll bring in P1 and P2. So let's see. There's Logan and there is Rory. Rory, buddy, you got your ears on?
Yep. Hello.
Hey, man. Wow. What a race, dude. Like getting that lead in the first stint, pitting a little bit early, coming out with a pretty sizable gap to Logan, and then Logan just hit the afterburners coming after you then in that second half of the race. Tell us a little about your race, man. What was going on?
Yeah, well, I knew Logan was probably a little quicker than me at the start, so I just tried to kind of keep with him. And then I got an opportunity to overtake, and I just got on the push to pass and got it done. And I was always planning on kind of stopping pretty much halfway through, and so I had a bit of an undercut. But Logan did a really good job on old tires when I was on new, and it was only about 2 seconds of a gap that I had over him. So with 4 or 5 lap pressure tires, he was always kind of had the advantage after that, really.
Yeah, and then in the second half, after he got his tires, did you have an incident or something, because you went from like a 2.7 second gap to like a 0.7 gap in what seemed like a lap in one lap. Did you have an off track or something during that we missed?
I don't recall. I did have some issues with lapped cars that slowed me down a bit, but I didn't have any major issues really. I think it was just Logan was a lot better. I was trying to save a little bit of tires as well for later in the race, but that didn't really work out for me in the end.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned the tires, because Fry was just like, take tires. And Luke Mansky was in here with us, and he's like, some of these guys are probably just not going to take tires. And then, of course, you took tires, and also Logan took tires. So both of you had fresh tires to battle at the end of the race. I just thought that was kind of fun to see you guys both sort of using the same strategy. But man, still, that was a really good race, my friend. Nice job. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Got any shout outs?
Just a high pre, as always. Great team to have. We had nice success at Daytona last week. And then for you guys for organising everything, as always. I nearly have my medal. I should have it by next week, hopefully.
Okay, I got to share that. No, folks, I didn't forget to send anything. I didn't not send anything from almost a year ago. It got
Just picked
to
the
Ireland.
slowest boat that he could find because
The
it was
boat.
the
If it was
cheapest
the
boat.
slowest boat, a rowboat could have had it there by then. But it just got lost somewhere when it got to Ireland. It just never made it to him. So I shipped it to his folks here in the US, and then they're putting it in a box to send him. So he'll have one. So, but anyway, congratulations, man. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's see. Next up, Logan Edwards. There he goes. Logan, welcome to GT Champions. It's a good way to start your first race with us here, man. A win is always a great place to get the ball rolling, right?
Yep.
So you had the lead. Everything looked pretty good. Rory got a little move on you, and that's okay. It happens in racing, especially in these cars with the overtake options. And during the second half of the race, your overtake numbers went way down. You were pushing really hard to catch up to him that second half, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know what strategy was right. I was choking on fuel down pit road, and that lost me a lot of precious time. So I knew that I had to really step on it, just minimize mistakes.
Well, you did. You minimized the mistakes to the point where you get to the win. That's pretty awesome. How was that pressure during the first half of the race? Did you expect to have anybody on your tail for most of that first stint? Did you have anticipation of being kind of gapping out a little bit, checking out and getting some free time?
Not really. I know the draft is powerful here, and I know there's a lot of a lot of people like Rory that I might have never raced that are just as quick as me. So I didn't expect the chaos in lap 1. I kind of lost my rear gunner, Will Weiser. I saw him flying through the air in my mirror, which was a little
Yeah,
concerning. But
it could have been a lot worse. In fact, we were looking at that and we're like, okay, there were only a couple of, like, one guy drove off the track and one guy went sideways, like Will, like you saw. But I expected on the cold tires that we might have seen something worse. But no, everyone kind of held it together. Few people having trouble, on the throttle into corners, but man, that was a great race. You and Rory really put on a good show up there in the front, and your pace was pretty insane, man. So congratulations on that. That was awesome.
thank you.
So I can imagine who some of your shout outs would be. So I'm gonna let you give some shout outs to your folks.
Yeah, Mansky Racing Esports, iCoaching, iPredictor, and Lilac City IT. Shout out to GTC. This seems like a pretty nice league, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. And that's
Appreciate that. Awesome. Yeah, we pride ourselves in trying to have some really good events and a really good place for people to race. And you found a great spot to be. So glad to have you. And again, congratulations, man. Good job.
all. Thank you.
Whew. All right. Well, I'm sure your boss is the team boss is sitting around waiting somewhere to chat with you. So if you want to, you can bounce out if you want and go check them out. It's good having you guys around, and we'll catch you guys next week at the Oval. So wow, Fry, that was some kind of a race. What'd you think?
Yeah, looks like all our guys who think nobody can catch him has somebody to race with. So it looks like the pressure's going to be on for round 2. Everybody's going to need to do a little more practicing. The first race, it always seems like people get out the jitters. So I'm not even going to look at the first race as like that's how it's going to be for the season. Within 2 races, these guys are going to be nose to tail even closer. It's so weird how they feed off each other. Oh, definitely some good racing coming up.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to doing the scoring for this because I love to see um, where the midfield finished relative to each other. So should be a lot of fun. So thanks for hanging out with us, Fry. That was pretty great. Pix, what are your thoughts on the race?
That was great. So much fun and very interesting battle for the lead, and a bunch of battles throughout the whole field. So that was really fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. And that mid pack towards the end of the race with all those cars together, I was like, please don't let chaos ensue. And they did a pretty good job of keeping it together. So that's pretty awesome. And so next week, folks, round 2, we're going to be at Worldwide. So make sure you're back here. Like, subscribe, share. Hit all the buttons. You know what you're supposed to do. It's how we roll. So. Oh, well, I want to thank everybody for coming and visiting with us. Of course, our sponsors, Origin Micro, Peacey Systems, our title sponsor, iCoaching.co. Go check them out on their websites. There's Origin Micro at originmicro.com. They'll help you out with all the stuff that you need for your technology needs. Then, of course, if you need call center support or other things like that, the folks at Peacey Systems, they can help you out there. As a matter of fact, I will be on with where's Bill's picture? Because it looks just like him. I'm actually going to be working with Bill Beldam next week on a project we're teaming up for. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So go check out the folks at Peacey Systems as well. They can help you out with your call center stuff. Oh. I'm excited for the next round. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then, of course, our title sponsor, the iCoaching folks, iCoaching.co. You can follow them right there. There's the social media down below. You can also join their Discord. There's a link to it on their website. You can find all the stuff you need to know about those guys. But like I was saying during the broadcast, the rookie development program and the pro performance programs, those are great gift ideas for birthdays and Valentine's Day coming up. Get your sim racing significant other something to help them boost their racing. They'll love it. I promise you. If somebody did that for me, I'd lose my freaking mind. I'd be like, yes, how many hours do I get? Because I want them all. So go check them out, iCoaching.co. All right. And of course, thanks to our folks who donate and help GT Champions thrive. Of course, our sponsors who help pay for everything so all the drivers can come and race for free. But it's always nice to get those super chats and stuff and Discord boosts and PayPal donations. All those things help us here at GT Champions make things better. So, okay, there we go. I'm done begging. We'll move on to the next part.
You have to do it. If you want to keep the lights on, you have to do it.
I know we have to do it. I have to do it. Like, please, sir, can I have a spare coin? Speaking of coins, This is what they're fighting for. That's a spare coin, and I got a box of them right here with a bunch of drivers' names on them to give out this year. So we've got a lot of events coming up. We've already planned out the next couple events for the year, which we haven't released to the public yet, but we will be. But they can go after one of these winner's coin. That's what Rory's doing. He was looking at sealing up a win today, but that battle between the front, it's going to be up there for these guys to win these coins. Oh, they're so great. These things are pretty awesome. Like Rory said, he's going to be getting his hopefully in the next week or two. Finally. All right. Well, folks, I'm Chris. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me yammer on for the better part of the race. Fry, thank you for being here with us, man. It's always a pleasure having you around. And I forgot to ask you, what's the weather like down there? It's pretty cold. I hear things are getting a little crazy down there in the southeast.
It's going to. Actually, today is not too bad. Pretty much highs in the mid 50s, like low 60s, something like that. And the lows are only in around the 50s, so it's not too bad. However, Monday is when we get hit with a winter storm, and we will experience temperatures in the lows and 20s and 30s, which we live in Florida. We're not used to this crap, okay? It's cold. Stop calling us baby.
I was going to say, it is 20 degrees in my house right now, and I'm all the way up in Washington.
No. All right. We do not do freezing. We have an ocean that keeps freezing stuff away because we have warm water. But when it gets that cold down here, yeah, trust me, we're not used to it. But, I will be busy staying indoors watching a 24-hour race in Daytona called the Rolex 24. And I've already spent 5.5 to 6 hours watching the Michelin Pilot Challenge and MX5, which is all available on YouTube. And just that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll be awake, hopefully, for the next 48 hours if I can actually make it through the race.
Oh my gosh, you're nuts.
I know. Hey, my record's 48. I've done it twice. 2 weekends, 2 races back to back. So, we get older, we can't do it, but it's fun to try. Just like the drivers, I have to survive the night. So baking cookies at 2 o'clock in the morning while drinking soda totally helps out.
Totally doable.
But we'll see how I make it this year. Go Fords, go Cadillac. Hopefully there's everybody else out there's fans. Check out the race. Starts here in about 10 minutes, so I can't wait.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll let you go handle that. And picks, thanks for everything. Camera work looked great today. The new graphics look awesome. I love everything. Good job, man. Congratulations. Way to go. Woo-hoo-hoo. There we go. Pix doesn't like being publicly, but I do it anyway because we love the guy. So it was fun, Pix, and I'm looking forward to the Oval next week. Any final words?
No, yes, exactly the same. It's going to be so much fun in these cars. Thank you for all the drivers for coming and race today.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm super excited. All right. And then, of course, Eitan, thanks for all that you do in the background. And folks, we'll catch you all next week, same time, same station on the Oval. So like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.